so she has rejected her. She fed her for 2 days on her own, and now she won't feed her anymore. So we're having to bottle feed the lamb. We haven't separated her from the mother because the mother is not acting aggressively towards her. We're hoping once we get her feeling better, she'll go back to nursing her lamb. And it's best to keep her with the mom as long as possible so that her mom can show her the ins and outs of being a sheep. What to eat, what to forage for. You can see the floor in here is covered in hay. We don't use straw, we use hay for bedding during lambing season so that they can munch on whatever they want to. Magnus here, when she's feeling well, would normally weigh around 75 pounds. As you can see from her side, she hasn't been eating well. We've given her probiotics, which has helped with her runs. We're going to put her on an antibiotic regimen to try and help with her if there's any infection going on. There's a chance that her not feeding the lamb is due to infection. There's also a chance that it's due to postpartum depression, which they do experience just like people do. This is a good time to tell you. You can see how she's black. She's got a marbled face. The marbled face she'll keep. But the black, colored Shetlands are all born black. Her mom was born stark black. And then they change colors as they get older. So while she's black now with the white marbling, she could end up a gray, she could end up tan with white marbling, brown with marbling. Who knows? And it's all gone. It's a good baby. Good baby.
Oh, okay.
Instead of shearing, you brew the sheep. You can see how her fur is tufting out, or her wool is tufting out. That means it's ready to come off. So it literally will just pull right out instead of having to put her through the stress of shearing her. Now, right now, I'm just going to remove part of her so that I can get to her leg muscle and the shot that we need to give her.
Now, this isn't hurting her,
No,
right?
No, it does not hurt.
Why does it not hurt?
Because the wool is already detaching from the skin. The growth that she's had over the last year is already just separating.
So essentially, she's shedding.
Yes. Now, if you don't pull it off like this, or you don't shear it, she would basically have a double coat next year. Magnus is named after St. Magnus Bay on the Shetland Islands of Scotland. Her sister is named Ninian after St. Ninian's Bay. As you can see, the wool just right off super easy. You don't have to put a lot of force into it or effort into it. And the advantage to rooing instead of shearing, you don't get second cuts in the wool. And if you're wondering, no, you do not have to do this in order to give them a shot intermuscular. That time of year, for them to be either sheared or rooed anyway, I'm doing it to make my life easier. Because she's going to have a series of these penicillin injections. That will hopefully help her fight off whatever infection, post-birth infection she's got going.
There we go.
Alright, this is the penicillin injection. And
I'm trying to move out here where we can get it in the shot, or get the shot in the shot.
no baby. No baby. Get your leg here.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You're not going anywhere. know. That hurts.
Good girl.
Good girl.
Good girl. Now what you do, get the leg in your hand. You can see it like this. You want to kind of feel the muscles right there. I can feel it right there. So what I did was take the needle, inject it in. You draw back slightly to make sure you're not getting any blood. You don't want to hit this with a blood vessel. And then inject it in once you've made sure that there's no blood in the needle. Okay? And little one, Mama does not want you drinking off of her right now. When it comes to the probiotics, just follow the directions on the package. So we'll be giving her 5 grams. And this helps if she has the runs, or if it's her intestinal system that's off track. This will help get it back in balance just like it would you. She can get it all.
Okay. Basically, you're putting the bacteria that's supposed to be in your stomach or in her stomach
Back in.
back in there.
There you go. Good girl.
Which is a good thing because we just gave her an antibiotic, which is going to be killing bacteria.
Right.
Okay.
All of this is just what came off of that one leg. And we didn't even do the whole leg. When we finish her, we should end up with close to 4 pounds of wool off this little sheep, which is pretty amazing. And the nice thing with Shetlands, she's annoyed with me right now, but the nice part about Shetland wool, once it's washed and cleaned, it's very soft. It's not an itchy wool, and it's wonderful for making scarves, for making clothing out of, anything that's going to be up next to the skin. The Shetland wool is very, very good for that. Hi, baby. And we will be back out in a few hours to feed the little one again. Yeah, that's my finger.